I'm guessing we all know who Davido is, right? OBO, as some of his fans prefer to call him, is one of the biggest artists in Nigeria who has taken Afrobeat to a whole new level. He has won countless awards, sold out several venues across the world, and has collaborated with top stars like Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Lil Baby, and a whole bunch of others. Away from his music, Davido can be considered a philanthropist because unlike his peers, he actually do give back to the society. Earlier this year, he donated 300 million to orphanage homes within Nigeria. In the year before, he did the same thing by donating over 200 million to orphanage homes. Today's video is not meant to talk about the positive things that Davido has done. As a matter of fact, we are going to be looking at the opposite, which is the negative things about the singer that everybody seems to be ignoring. First things first is to look at the frequent deaths that has been happening around the singer. From 2017 till date, Davido has lost some of the closest people to him, including core members of his DMW gang. On the 3rd of October 2017, one of his friends known as Tagbo mysteriously died while celebrating his 35th birthday. According to the story, there was a bet and Tagbo was there to take over 50 shots of tequila for 200k. This led to intoxication, which ultimately led to his death. There was a serious controversy surrounding his death because initially, police tried to implicate the singer by claiming that he ordered people to abandon Tagbo at the hospital. Tagbo's girlfriend, who happens to be an actress, will also come out to call out Davido, accusing the singer of having something to do with his death. She also denied stories about the said bet, arguing that Tagbo is not someone who will drink that much. Tagbo cannot drink even a glass of Hennessy because he has a light brain like me, so a guy who cannot drink this much cannot finish 50 shots of tequila. Tagbo does not need 200k to do that. He comes from a very wealthy background, so he does not need that kind of bet. He is not hungry for that. All of these allegations were denied by Davido, and after further investigation, the police finally cleared him, stating that he was not even present when the incident occurred. The official cause of Tagbo's death was determined to be suffocation due to excessive alcohol consumption and drug use. Still in the same year, Davido lost his official DJ, who also died mysteriously. On the 7th of October, his lifeless body was found in a BMW car which was parked in a garage. Davido was once again thrown into a state of confusion. Losing two people who are closest to you in the same months in the same year started to raise questions about Davido. Many people were now asking what was really going on. Investigations were carried out by the police, who concluded that he may have likely died as a result of drug overdose. But the family of the deceased later came out to debunk this claim, insisting that their son did not die as a result of drug overdose. 2018 and 2019 were quiet for Davido, as there were no cases of mysterious deaths happening around him. But in 2020, it started happening all over again. Death came knocking, and this time it took the life of Davido's close friend, who many know as Ahmed. Davido announced the death himself by posting a picture crying on Instagram. A few months later, in December of the same year, tragedy struck the camp of Davido yet again. His personal bodyguard, who has been working with him for over 11 years, died. He was said to have passed away after suffering from an undisclosed illness for a while. 2021 was also not so good for Davido because in June, the singer and other members in his circle were already mourning the death of his personal aide, Obama DMW. Obama was said to have complained of breathing difficulty. He even drove himself to the hospital, and after a few hours, he was pronounced dead. Joining others to mourn his death, Davido took to his Instagram page to drop an emotional tribute to him. This is by far the hardest thing I have had to write. I am hurt, broken, sad and lost. For the first time in my life, I am extremely confused. The pain is one I cannot explain. Obama was more than an elder brother to me. He was my protector. He was someone that would do anything just to make me happy. I never believed in a million years I would be writing a tribute like this to someone so dear to me so soon. Davido did not lie. Obama was definitely like a brother to him. He has been seen with the singer in his private jets, parties, nightclubs, and other different locations. There is no way you will see Davido in a public space without the likes of Obama by his side. Davido has lost some of the most closest people around him over the years, but the biggest loss that has ever happened to him was the death of his son, Ifeanyi. On the 31st of October 2022, the news about the tragic death of his 3-year-old son surfaced online. Davido and his partner Chioma left their kid in the care of his nanny and other domestic staff while they were out on a trip. Ifeanyi was said to have drowned inside the family pool and was underwater for a very long time before he was spotted by domestic staff. He was pulled out and rushed to a hospital, but unfortunately, it was already too late by then. While there are people who actually care and sympathize with Davido over the losses he has had to endure over the years, there are some who try to stir up controversies that might not even be existing. Away from the death and controversies, Davido is always in the news, and in most cases, it is because of the wrong reasons. You can't go online now and see that he is trending, but if you try to figure out why, you will see that he is being dragged for doing something wrong. If he is not being dragged by Nigerians themselves, someone will be dragging him for failing to honor an agreement they once had. We have also seen instances when his colleagues in the industry will take turns dragging him online. Now, this is what sets him apart from the likes of Wizkid and Burna Boy. You can never find any of them involved in any messy drama online. For someone who calls himself the 001 of the Nigerian music industry, it is just not right being dragged online every 7 market days. Davido might have no control over the controversial deaths that has been happening around him, but the one thing he has control over, he has chosen to do nothing about it.